Good evening. Hello everybody and welcome to the third official HitP Studio stream. My name is Michiel Kroder and I'm all by myself here, but I have no doubt that sooner or later my good buddy Alter Houdegen or Glitzertand or whatever other name he chooses to go by will join in the chat soon. So tonight, release the legendary Lion Eagle tank exactly tonight. I'm not going to be streaming super long. I just want to do one attempted clear of Krieger Mode, the main competitive mode of our game. You know, whether I succeed or not, things can go pretty random depending on how on top of my game I am. Been here already, says Alter Houdegen. And yeah, I'll be starting with the Greif ship, which isn't great for scoring, but it's a fairly dependable little thingy to sort of tank your way through most of the game without much of a sweat, much of a hassle. The very niche man is here. How niche really? Not that niche, maybe. So yeah, without much further ado, let's get going. Let's see how things fill up in here, how many questions we get, and what else we can talk about. I think last time I went through all the menus, right? So we don't need to do that all over again. And yeah, as I said, I have a podcast to edit as well, and some other stuff to look after. So I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. And we don't want to be spoiling too much about the game before it actually comes out anyway, right? So I need to be a little bit mindful of that. So let's go into Krieger Mode. Start at a higher difficulty level, extra secret bosses, and the primary competitive mode. There's no checkpoints, there's no reloads of earlier bits. It's no continues. You just get 3 lives. As opposed to Jaeger Mode's 5 lives, and that's it. And yeah, there he is. What a beauty, the B60-E Greif. So, Alter Houdegen, I just got a bunch of feedback in a Word document or an ODT, an open source document. On the game. Somebody who hasn't joined the Discord yet, but who was a code winner actually in our first stream, M. Night Joel. He won a code for the game and he opted to try the beta out as well, and he wrote down a lot of detailed feedback that we can indulge in. So I'll forward it on to you as well. Plus he linked me a bunch of videos as well. He'll send it to me in DM form. There you go. That's our wee Greif for you. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit. There's no need for me to go on a fast killing spree because we want to get more bullets, right? So let's slow down the killing a little bit. And we're right about here. I'm opening full fire again because I want to get rid of this missile launching Bluetooth speaker. Always appreciated, definitely, yeah. Some I skimmed through it, some interesting tidbits on level design as well, which is definitely always something that I look into to improve. As you might or might not know, I'm responsible for the level design of Schildmaid MX as well, and yeah, it's I think there's always still a lot that can be tweaked and improved there, even though I think we got some really interesting combat situations there and some interesting moments and chaining stuff and everything. And overall, I'm quite happy with where we got. There's definitely ways that we can improve things and maybe make them a little bit more varied and exciting for people. I don't know. Hold up, wait. I have posted some fan mail to Alta Houding also, but not related to the game. Get rid of the lasers. That wasn't the feedback, no. If anything, add more lasers, the feedback went. So, yeah, I mean, yesterday, the UK's #1 retro gaming podcast put out a podcast interview of me and Alta Houdegen about HitP Studio, about Schildmaid MX, about the development process, the history leading up to the game, about its influences. It's really fun to do, and yeah, it was pretty exciting because it marked the first time that we ever officially, in any official capacity, did an interview as a studio. RJF. Here we go. This is the first time I'm using the Greif's weapon, the EX shield, in this run. And it's basically a supercharged regular shield, only you can't increase its duration like you can the regular shield. So it just runs out. You see how fast it runs out by watching the purple EX gauge on the top left side of the screen. And you can't absorb bullets with it. You just cancel everything that touches it. So it's definitely something to get you out of a tricky situation. In early iterations of the game, it used to be worse because it actually cancelled your active shield and your multiplier. So you pretty much, you know, you ended your chain if you used it, which wasn't always desirable. But now the EX shield is actually bigger and it overlays your regular shield, so you can use it in conjunction with your regular shield, so that you keep your multiplier chain going while you take care of some nasty threats. Yeah, EX shield absorbs missiles. Hi, I'm Nigel. I was just telling Alta Houdegen and Rob that you sent us a bunch of feedback that we're going to go through in full detail. So yeah, I'm attempting a full clear of Krieger Mode with the Greif. And if I pull it off, I'm gonna do the same thing next week, but then with the Hydra. And if I pull that off, I'm going to do the same thing again next week, or the week after that, I should say, with the Wyvern. What's Rob saying? Oh, no. I didn't want to cancel those bullets. I don't want to kill the ship too fast. So if I would have if I would have touched those golden bullets with the EX shield, I would have punished that mini boss like crazy. Here we go. And he's out. I think, M. Nigel, you probably have played a version that sets the defaults to medium graphic settings of the game, which means, Alta Houdegen can help me out here, no tone correcting or tone mapping or something like that. So that means like everything kind of looks different color-wise. Like it has some weird saturation on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just told you. Yeah, I'm just being fairly quiet. Okay, that one's out of the way. Let's start collecting some bullets here. Nice little haul here. So the reason I'm still trying to optimize my scoring is so that I can trigger the secret bosses earlier. And that, you know, so that the rank is not too high when I trigger them. And that I can get my extents, of course. Because I haven't done a no-miss clear of Krieger Mode yet. A full no-miss clear. I don't think I've seen anyone do that yet, not even a Mighty Steak Eater, so that's still a fairly tricky thing to achieve, I think. Yeah, M. Nigel, you're correct. The red ship is definitely way more of a deliberate ship, so you can be much more discriminating about what... missed my chain there. You can be way more discriminating about what you want to kill and what you want to leave alive. I saw one of your critiques of the game was when I briefly glossed over it or glanced over it. One of your critiques was samey enemies. We're on the verge of adding a few more. Here we go. So I dropped my chain there. But in the early game, it's not a big deal for score. Because you should be focusing on nabbing as many golden bullets as possible. Until your saved multiplier is sky high. At least. You know, that's where your priorities can start shifting a little bit. If you're playing it for score, that is. And why would you really? Because I think at least keeping scoring in mind while playing this game, you get the most out of it, I think. Hey, Worthless Trivia. Long time no speak or chat. How are you doing? Oof. Alright, I'm gonna drop the shield. Even though here it's not really necessary, but it's just my preferred tactic to deal with the upcoming situation. I'm gonna drop my shield and then activate it right here. So I can take care of this bugger in a timely manner. Yeah, I've moved as well. You might be able to see, but you might be able to catch the background, but I'm in a new place as well here. So, I don't know if you've if you have ever seen this before, but this is the game that me and Alta Houdegen in the chat are making. So I'm pretty much playing my own game, and if I die, if I can't clear it, I don't only have my playing skills to blame for it, but I can blame my level designing quirks and skills as well. Oh, he's hightailing with an inactive multiplier. He was timing out. And that's the first extend. Hey, Camargas. Camargas. Is that how I pronounce your name? Camargas? Camargas. It's funny when you see people's screen names more often and you never speak them. You never enunciate them out loud. Then it becomes a weird thing all of a sudden. So yeah, we're in loop 2 of Krieger Mode right now. The further we get, the more things start changing and the more crazy situations we get ourselves into. Grace periods. Catching a bullet when it's when you're at the very edge of danger mode. Grace periods, we've got them. Oof. That was a bit precarious. Surprise mechanics. Nice little hole here. Lots of juicy bullets. Oof. I'm eating missiles with my EX shield. Yeah, so with the with this ship, the Greif, the Griffin, you can't very easily chase missiles around because of its slow maneuverability. So you kind of just have to sit and position yourself and let the bullets come to you. The diagonal lasers. So do you mean the static diagonal lasers or the ones that kind of track you? We're at 4 million. Yeah, I was gonna say by now I should have triggered the first secret boss already, but with the Greif, you just score slower. It takes longer for you to reach max power because it has more levels to power up in, and yeah, you can't grab as many bullets. And you kill a lot more enemies that you don't intend to, of course. So, a lot of factors that contribute to that. The static ones, right. Yeah, it takes getting used to. The funny thing is, I think a lot of people have trouble with the lasers in the beginning of the game, but you'll find out the more you play that they're actually quite predictable. So I don't tend to die to lasers very much at all. You can check the stats, the in-game stats in the main menu to see what gets you most. So right now I'm just sitting pretty in the middle, trying to collect as many bullets as I can without letting my shield go under. Oof, tight. That was close. A couple of close shaves. Not really necessary to do that, but sometimes the stuff feels just good to do. It's that player expression, right? That player creativity. That was also not the optimal way to handle this situation. But you know. I'm too spontaneous to be optimal all the time. I'm not the cold, sheer efficiency type of person. Oof! I would have liked to kill that mech. I've got a loaded up EX shield. Alright. Oof! There we go. So M. Night Jewel, the stage 2 mini boss looking different. Was that in your version of the game already as well? Or are you just playing an older beta build? If you use the itch app, you can automatically download updates for the game whenever we push one out. You haven't updated yet, okay. So you got it right in the beginning after that first stream. Alright, that was all safe and sound. Let's check what's under the ship. Ooh, death! That's not good. I could have known that. I should have known that. Oh, you haven't seen this bit yet? Pause. So do you want me to spoil how you get to this part? Because it doesn't happen all the time at the same time. It's a secret how you trigger this boss appearance. Okay, I'm out of here. Okay. There he is. Just hints. Okay, there's a scoring condition. You need to collect a certain amount of projectiles. Yeah, exactly. It will just happen if you play well enough. It's not like Mortal Kombat 1 trying to make Reptile appear in the pit. No, it's not that obscure a condition. Those wild Mortal Kombat and other fighting game stories in the arcades. Secret characters and secret boss appearances. Making Goki or Akuma appear in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That was what was the conditions for that again? I think you had to get to Vega or Bison on 1 credit for starters, but I think you couldn't lose a single round either. So no rounds lost, no continues. That's how you got to fight Akuma. Yeah, that's it. And if you fought this boss, then you know exactly what's going to happen after this stage. Because that boss I just fought and killed has a little friend that wants to take revenge after you've killed it. So we're gonna see that after completing this stage. Yeah, if that's Jaeger mode, then definitely no shame in that. Because overall, there's far less scoring potential in Jaeger mode. This is definitely where you get the bigger numbers. But the next boss you're gonna see is actually not in Jaeger mode. He's only in Krieger. Oof. Okay, we got this. Yeah. Chain maintained. Well, yeah. Try to keep as many of these turrets alive as possible. So they keep feeding me bullets. I had to kill those, otherwise I was gonna lose my shield. Ooh! Couldn't maintain it. Thankfully, the shield of the Greif recharges very fast. I had an idea about danger mode actually. I might just as well throw it out here on stream for funsies. But Alta Houdegen, what do you think about making, for each ship, making danger mode last just a little bit longer for each of the 3 ships? Just a balance change that I have never considered yet before, but it might make danger mode more of a thing. Make it a little bit more panic-inducing. Not by much, maybe 1 or 2 seconds for each ship. I'm sure our beta players will love it. I'm just throwing it out here. Might not happen at all. Just had a thought about it. Oh, I went in there too early. My EX shield was still active. Well, with this boss, you can't take too many risks anyway. There you go. Just a minute or two. Everything, at this point, everything requires a lot of testing. Right. Yep. Oh, here we go. So this is the boss that's not in Jaeger mode. He's very upset that I killed his big friend just back there in the previous boss confrontation. So now he's coming after me. Oof. Nearly lost my shield there. Oh! Grace period. Have that. Now we're gonna kite these laser drones. Try to kite them so that they keep on hurting their own ship. Oof, it's tough because of the missiles. Let me try and sneak behind it so it boosts back. Yeah, here we go. Ah, take that. Eat that. That is a decent multiplier kill. Here we go, into 12 million. That's not bad at all. The red ship... Nah, the red ship will kill this thing very fast. You just have to survive through the first phase. But there are ways. If you drag your trailing options inside of that ship, you can damage it fairly decently early on as well. The only thing is, of course, that it shoots out those big volleys of homing missiles as well. So you need to be careful with that. Last second EX shield activation. So that means I fulfilled the conditions to trigger the 3rd secret boss in this mode, which is actually, spoiler, the same as the final boss in Jaeger mode. Meaning that Krieger mode has its own dedicated final boss, which we'll hopefully see tonight. Oof. That was really tight. I could have very easily died there. I've got an EX shield. Locked and loaded. With all these lasers around, that's not a bad thing to have. Surviving though, without the EX shield. So if you have the Hydra or the Wyvern, you can scoop up a lot of these golden bullets here. With the Greif, you just have to sadly watch a lot of them fly away. Oof. He had me target locked. Oh, come to me, bullets. So if we got the clears with all the 3 ships, and it hasn't happened before, we can start doing achievement runs as well. Trying to get the no multiplier kill. Trying to get the 3 loop miss to unlock the secret loop. 3 loop no miss. Alright. Another boss fight coming up. Bop. Go in, go in. So M. Night Jill, did you already see this one? Oof. Tight, tight, tight. Recharge, recharge. Yeah, got it. Move back, move back. Okay, let's get out of here. As fast as possible. Projectiles are definitely moving fast now. Look at how fast those homing missiles have become. So that means the rank has gone up a bit. Which seems normal with only having died once up until this point. Oh, you're not backing up, are you? Whew. Okay. So I have to kill it slowly if I want to get the multiplier kill. So I need that last shield activation to actually get it. Alright, this should do it. There we go. Shield countered to death and 18 million. That was pretty good. You do recall seeing it in our stream, alright. In the first one, right? Stage 3-2. Need to keep my wits about me because things are definitely getting a little bit tricky from here. Okay, I think I'm gonna let my shield expire on purpose. Yeah. Because there's a nasty section coming up in which you definitely want to be shield countering the first mech that appears right here. So I can damage it enough to where it starts backing off and gives me a little bit of space while I deal with the laser grids, which are getting thicker and thicker as the further we get into the game. The holes in the net are becoming smaller and smaller. Alright. It's alright, let's just activate shield. I can't let all these juicy golden bullets go. Had to do it. It's getting too risky. We're gonna do the same thing here. Just only activate shield when the first mech appears. And get it off that mech's first bullet volley. Survival tactics. And there you go. I didn't even need to use the EX shield. Oof, danger. I didn't need that. Ooh, oh, yeah, that was not great. And I died with shield meter. Lost a life. Shield countering. No, this is not a loop. I already died. This is my second time dying, so I'm definitely not skipping any loops here. Yeah. How Dagon takes care of the explanation there. But yeah, I've triggered and defeated all the secret bosses in this mode. So the only boss left to fight is the final boss now. It's easy, right? Just survive through the stages. Well, it shouldn't be too hard actually, because I haven't triggered the secret loop. But yeah, doesn't mean it's going to be easy either. Accidents happen, brain farts happen. As you just saw before that, I could have saved myself with an EX shield during that mini boss fight. This time I'm not taking risks. Oof. Nearly fell for the banana in the tailpipe. It's funny how, like with things with shield countering, for example, like these are all mechanics that we started layering onto the core system, like bit by bit. And there's some very strong reasons for all this additional little hidden mechanics. Shield countering, first and foremost, was a way to stop people from milking. So that means if you perform a shield counter on an enemy, you don't only deal damage to it, but you also disable the gun that you activated the bullets from. So let's say you fight one of those mid-class ships that fires a spread of 3 bullet streams. You shield counter it. Afterwards, it will only fire 2 bullet streams because you disabled one of its guns. And it became a little fascinating thing all on its own. You know, it can be used very offensively, of course, as well. As you can see with the mechs, you can take down a mech much faster if you go into it without a shield and then shield counter its first attack. Hey, Steak Eater, how's it going? So what's the rank situation right now? Level 16. Projectile speed 124. Okay. That's with 2 deaths. Okay. That's not ideal. I was kind of blanking out. I didn't even know exactly what I was doing. I probably didn't handle this situation like I should have. But let's get back on my game here. Let's try and kill the ship. Yeah. Not yet weapon ready. Oof. Back up. Whew. Yeah, the thing is, I usually play shoot 'em ups like later at night. And that's not where I'm at my sharpest. If I play in the daytime, I usually do much better. But until so far, knock on wood, knock on glass, Dog's not happy. um, if I do that, yeah, I mean, it seems to be going pretty alright. Also, this is the Greif, of course, so you can be a little bit more laid back with it. You can be a little bit more relaxed. The thought of tackling Krieger Mode with Wyvern now actually scares me quite a bit. I know you do it, Steak Eater, but yeah. You have to pretty much be 100% on your game to do that. Alright, here we go. Oof. I'm turning on my EX shield. This was getting pretty hairy. Was there an invisible hitbox there somewhere? Or was it just my ah, okay. I was gonna say, or was it just my missiles expiring? Of course, that was totally intentional. You know, rank management, rank control. I died on purpose there to control the rank, so it doesn't get too out of hand. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. After surviving all that, you just fly into a stream of red bullets coming straight at you. Okay, we got an extra life. We're okay. Need more senses, motion senses when reversing. Yeah. Yeah, and if you spawn more Zako, that means you can get a longer active shield, of course, against those mini bosses. This is a hard level, so definitely need to stay focused here. If I stick to the plan, I should be okay. Yeah, just let him leave. Let him leave that mech. Oof. That was hairy. Let him have it. EX shield for the win. Yeah, very useful. It's a big help. Which is why the Greif is such a nice and reliable little ship if you just care about getting that clear. Okay, I had to do it. Not because I couldn't have gotten myself out of the situation with the EX shield, but I was just kind of distracted and not completely in the moment. So I didn't really have a clue about what was going on anymore. So just put the shield up and we're gonna figure it out. Ooh! Did you see that? Was the old mech flying away and shooting a missile from its back on its way out. The FU missile. The drive-by missile. Right, that was a no miss at this stage. Not bad. Excuses, excuses. MK stay on target. So we're going into the final stage. 4-3. 51 minutes on the clock. You gotta have a little bit of stamina to do damage in Schildmaid MX. And I'm not even sure if I have that stamina all the time. I mean, in terms of keeping focus and concentration, I love playing it. But it's not easy to keep concentration for that extended amount of time. Full runs of about 50 minutes, just under an hour, in shoot 'em ups aren't unheard of. Think Gradius 5, for example. A loop also takes 1 hour, and that game has like a ridiculous amount of loops. But yeah, it's not your typical 30-40 minutes arcade game. Billy Barehands in the flesh. Oh, I got myself into a lot of trouble there. Very unnecessary. So now I gotta build back up to gold again. I knew that was coming. How did I know that? What the hell is this? A new enemy type? This late in the game? Another one? And what is this green stuff? Better not touch it. $27. It looks like my score is going to be very close to my previous best score with Greif in this mode. Unless I can get a big fat multiplier kill on the final boss. So let's try and go for that. Not good. It's definitely taking my score for a plunge. Let's try to actually get this done. Okay. At least I can get some gold in again. I want to have a enormous golden bullet streak bonus at the end of the stage though. So the difference is one of our alpha testers asked us, so what's the difference between green bullets then and the lasers? Well, the difference is you can shield through a laser, and if there are enough enemies nearby, you can actually still save your shield with some frequent chain killings. But a green bullet will just put an end to your shield regardless. There's no saving your shield. Alright, here we go. Let's go ham. Whew! Narrow escapes. Very close. Okay, hold. Wait up, so I can get a multiplier kill. Everything for the score now. Shoot. There we go. Could have done it sooner, but I was trying to process what was going on in my head. Yep. Definitely. And there's a lot of them here. Because it was a bit of foreshadowing. Immediately into danger, you see that? And here we are at the final boss. The TLB. What's going on in here? I have a bad feeling about this. Anyone here played Power Stone? Power Stone 2? That commentator kills me. Yeah. Oof. Got hit by a danger bullet. Not good, not good. How far are we? I think I'm gonna try to go for the multiplier kill. Should be able to do it with one thingy, right? Okay. How far are we? Ah, no! Still have one more gun left. Ah, that plummets my multiplier as well. And no, I can't get a shield kill anymore. Okay, so this scoring wise, this run is definitely going to end up worse than my best one till so far. So all I can do is try to survive now. Might as well just put the EX shield on. Oh, I thought I had it already. Yeah, that's not great. Missed a lot of scoring potential here. But we got the clear, as advertised. Blazing Stars final boss, brother. That's what Steaky said as well, yeah. Hardest to get a shield kill on. 2001, A Space Oddity. Space Babies. There we go. Schildmaid MX. Game design. Me. And Johannes Nichel. Art. Marius Pirot. Title illustration. Elisa Serio. Logo. Chris Creed Ledbetter for CCL GFX. Programming. Johannes Nichel. Music. Ed Tremblay. Sound effects. Ed Tremblay and Johannes Nichel. Localization. In the works, that is Chillock. And there's the our much appreciated alpha testers again that I listed off on the inaugural stream already, but here they are again in their full glory. And special thanks to Wilson, as always. Might have to expand on the special thanks section a little bit still, I think, before we put this thing out. Congrats, thanks. Yeah, that was a very close shave actually. That wasn't a very comfortable clear. So next time I'm going to try it with the Hydra. That might be a bit trickier actually. Of course, you with the Hydra you don't have the handy EX shield that can save your butt in the most precarious of situations. But yeah. Greif wants to see minus. Was that minus 80? But yeah, that was Krieger Mode cleared with the Greif. And yeah, next Wednesday I'm gonna try the same thing again with the Hydra. So yeah, thanks a lot for coming on, everybody. As always, I appreciate your company a lot. I hope you got something out of it. And let's keep this up for the time being, right? So thanks everybody. Have a lovely rest of your evening or day. Might need to play the Greif more. Yeah, I think it's a very solid ship if you just want to get as far as possible into the game. You're gonna miss out on grabbing a lot of golden bullets because you're just too slow to catch up with all of that, and you'll be killing enemies too fast to really, um, like little Zako and everything, to really milk them for golden bullets. But yeah, it has a lot of defensive potential. Yeah, the Wyvern is hard. We've seen last Saturday. We've seen Epic Da Vinci, who is a novice at shoot 'em ups, try his hand at Jaeger mode on stream. Shout outs to him as well. And he actually, despite being a novice, he gravitated towards the Wyvern the most, just because of the movement speed, and because he had this sort of panic flying playstyle. He actually got the furthest with the Wyvern as well, because he could just fly all over the place and sort of get himself out of dangerous situations quickly, which is something you can do in Jaeger mode and the early parts of the game, because the screen is not as cramped with projectiles and lasers and enemies and all that stuff. Go gold or go home. Alright, Camargas, M. Nigel, RJF9, Steak Eater, Alter Houdegen, and everybody else who was watching. Peace out, have a lovely evening, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.